So hello,
Hi.
um, our host today.
We have a problem with the H.
Seriously, what happened? Wow, wow, that's impressive. What happened? Um, seriously, I cannot even find my face right now. Oh,
Okay.
all right. So
So,
what's happening here?
yeah. Hello. The host today is me.
Yes, Francesca. So
Okay.
today we'll be talking about
Mm, the formal and informal.
oh,
Yeah.
this is okay. Today we'll be talking about so the end is to describe um, a function when the input
For
and
that.
the output has been formatted. I
Yeah.
really need this thing.
I bring bad luck. I bring bad luck.
What happened? Okay, is it? Can't see. Seriously, what happened? So you have to take the big guns,
Huh?
right? You have to take the big guns now.
Yeah. We're going to take the mouse and everything will be sold.
All right. So, what is it? Do you see now?
Yeah.
Okay. Finally. So today we'll be talking about formatted functions. So how to take one function and to format the input and the output.
Yeah.
So in high school, you learn about function, the
Yeah.
simple function, right? So
Yeah.
maybe
From
you,
A to B.
yeah,
One direction.
and then from B to C. So maybe you
Yeah.
multiply by 2, a number by 2, or you multiply a number by 3.
So
So you compose, you
total will be 6.
multiply a number by 6.
Yeah.
All right. So now we'll see functions, but where the input is a little bit more complicated and the output more complicated,
Yeah.
right?
As we
It's
saw last
formatted.
week, if you didn't see the video, just go back and see the video.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this is the diagram that we'll be talking about.
Yeah.
So here above, whoa, there's something wrong with the H.
Yeah.
What happened with the H?
Mm, okay. While we are
That's
waiting.
interesting. That's interesting. So while we are waiting, can you just say what we learned last time
Yeah, let's
about
say what we learned last time. Okay, last time we saw the function, and as we said before, there is a simple function that is from A to B and from B to C, but the input and the output are from B and C is the same. So you don't really have to do a lot of multiplication, addition, and things like that. While now we are looking for a function more difficult than that. That means that the output from the first function from A to B is different from the input from the second function. It means from B to C. When this happened, we saw that when we write the formulas, we have this arrow that instead of going forward, it goes backward because we are considering the intersection of, let's call it b of the first function and b of the second function. Okay, that's been better now. Maybe.
So yeah, all right. So Francesca was explaining like so last time you were trying to compose functions where the output of the first function is different from the input of the second function, the
Yeah.
subsequent function.
So we consider the intersection of
Yes.
function 1 and function 2.
Yes, we consider the intersection. That's the keyword, the intersection.
Yeah.
All right. So now you are back. So now I can type this. So our host today is Francesca. This is Francesca. All right. So now let's get back to there was a little bug here.
Yeah.
All right. This is live. So let's go back. It feels much better.
But everything is okay now.
Yeah, everything is okay now. But we lose something here.
Okay.
A piece of the diagram. I'm just using the command to reset it.
Okay, we have it back.
So, but last time what we did was here below here. What's happening below? Okay. Now we are going to do with something that's happening above.
Yeah.
Above here, if you see here A or B, this is the sense here. This is the so here this is the sense, the substance. Okay,
Yeah.
the substance. And below this is partial information, logical information, formatting. So this is formatting here below.
Yeah.
So there are really two levels. Below level is formatting, like
Yeah.
logical information.
Yeah.
Above is like the data, the real data.
Yeah.
Okay. So last time we did what is below here. Okay. And how to compose here below. We saw how to compose below.
Yeah.
So this time we'll see above now and how to compose above.
Yeah.
And above is related to below by these projections here. This little thing, these arrows going downward means that we are extracting some information, partial information.
Yeah. So we can say that the after part is kind of like the formula.
No, the real data.
The real data.
Yes.
And then the downstairs is like the formal.
The formal. And then the logical.
The logical.
Information, partial information.
Yeah.
And this is the formatting here. These arrows here, format.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this above is the totality of the data.
Yeah. It's
below,
like complete.
Yeah, complete.
Yeah.
And below is partial data.
Yeah.
And then this kind of extract, these arrows here, extract data from the total to below. Okay, now we need to know how to compose above here.
Okay.
And then we already know how to compose below. So, and then, okay, let's come back to here. So, this right here, we need, so what does it mean to be above anyway? So, basically, it means when you have an input here, we also need an input here. So, we'll have actually two inputs. So, we start with two inputs. So that the array here. So you start with one input, data, and then you start with another input, logical information, and then they have to agree right here. Okay? So you see, when you go down this arrow, down, and when you come here, you go down this arrow, they have to agree here. So we start with this and this, and then we'll move forward here, okay, to this. And then you'll move forward here to this. And then at the end, they have to agree again. So this, when you go down, you have to agree. So really the input is two things. It's the real data together with the logical information.
Yeah.
the formatting.
Yeah.
So you have two things together that you take together, and then you go to the output here
Yeah.
and the output here, and they have to agree again. It
Okay.
could be marked by B.
Uh-huh.
So basically here, but now you can say, so I just say that we take two things as input.
Yeah. I take the first A and then the second A.
Yes.
And then as an output, I will take the first B and again
Yes.
the second B.
Yes. But now you have to notice when you say you take this and you take this.
They are different.
Now you have to be careful in the words that you use.
Okay.
When you say I take this and then I take this.
Okay.
And precisely depending on how you say things, it gives four things. It gives four different formats.
Okay.
So if you say I take this and this at the same time.
Okay.
At the same time. So you take this, and the fact that they are the same here at the same time.
Yeah.
So maybe the English is not powerful enough to say.
Okay. Yeah.
The thing is that if you say this at the same time, so you have here A and A prime.
Yeah.
And the fact that they are wait, where is that? And the fact that they are, I think I don't like this. And the fact that they are related. So you are taking all of this at the same time.
Okay, together.
So A
and
A prime, and the fact that they are the same down here.
Okay.
Okay, so you take all of this information and then you give the output.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one way to see it. Okay. Another way to see it is that to say you take A prime.
Yeah.
Okay, first.
Yeah.
Outside. The rest a little bit, you just take a coffee.
Yeah.
You spend some, you relax.
Yeah. And then
after you take A.
Okay.
Together with the evidence that that they are the same, the coincide below.
Okay.
Okay. That means that you will be this one. So you start with A prime.
Okay. Yes.
And then you relax. So this is a comma.
Okay.
This means that after you relax.
Okay.
And then after that you take A together with the evidence that they are the same downstairs.
Yeah.
But now you can say also, no, I start with A here.
Yeah. So
and then
first can study A,
yes,
and then
A prime later, together with the evidence that they are the same here.
Yes.
Okay, so for computer it matters how you do things.
Different. Yeah.
So you start with A, and then you take A prime together with the evidence.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
So if you notice here, our first thing we take at the same time, A and A prime.
Yeah.
Together with the evidence, everything together.
Yeah.
Here we separate things a little bit. A and then A prime.
Yeah.
A prime and then A. Yeah. Okay. And then another way to do this is to say that we are taking we start with where they coincide. Okay. Like hypothetical, where they will coincide. You start here.
Okay.
Then you take A prime.
Yeah.
Which is above this. And then you take A, which is above this.
Yeah.
And then you give the output.
B1.
Yes. That's what we do here. So you start with A bottom.
Yeah.
And then you take A prime.
Yeah.
Which is above it. Above X0.
Yeah.
And then you take A, which is above X0.
Yeah.
And then finally you give the output.
Okay.
There's the output here. You give the output B prime.
Yeah.
Which is on top of this, and then you give the output B prime.
Yeah. And then
which will be on top of F of this here.
Yeah.
So you see it's a little puzzle.
Okay, so let's say everything again. So with this function, I can have 4 outcome.
Yes.
So
For formatting. For manners. Form to describe it.
Okay, so the first one is if I take A prime and A together, then I will have my output.
Yes.
Then
One form.
One form. Then the second one is I first take, let's say, A prime, and then after, it means after you are done,
Yes.
you take A, and then you have a different output,
Yes.
right?
No, you have the same output. You produce the same output, but the way you organize the information is different. It's the same output.
Okay.
Always.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, it's always the same output.
Okay,
But the way you arrange things, the way you say things,
yeah,
is different form.
Okay. So the first.
That's exactly the way. That's exactly the topic of that. The same content can have different format.
Okay.
You can say the same thing but in different ways.
Okay.
Alright. So it's the same output. It will give you the same output. But sometimes you take A prime and A. Sometimes you take A prime, then A. Sometimes you take A, then A prime. Sometimes you take Y become side, then A prime A.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just playing with. It's silly. Really, it's like kindergarten.
But can I ask you one question?
Alright.
Why? Why?
Well, because that's exactly how computers work. Okay. This is even at the highest level of computers, it's exactly about this, about how you arrange input and how you arrange it. Okay. People at big university, this you try to be very smart, okay, but really at the basic thing, it's just about how you put things together. Sometimes you want this input first, sometimes you want it after. Okay, so you want to move around the input and see how things are related. So, but this is formal. This is very formal. But let's not forget the sense. That the sense is right here.
And it stays exactly the same.
Yeah, it stays the same.
That doesn't change. Okay, yeah. So
this is mathematics.
Yeah.
Maybe artistic. You do clothing art, right? Clothing art.
Yeah.
So maybe sometimes you want to be fancy a little bit.
So
if I just want to wear something, okay, this is okay, all right, for wearing. But sometimes you want to be more interesting, fancy. Like you want to be like just play a little bit with the colors, play with the shapes. Maybe this shape now you put it this way, or maybe some designer your clothes here, maybe they will switch it around, just to be cool.
Okay, this is easy. Okay, that's very easy. Once you get it, it's very easy.
Yes.
Okay.
So you see, and then depending on how you do things, so you get the formatted function, and then you see like the alternative.
Okay, yeah. The four alternatives that we just saw.
You just saw this right here, and then this is what we described it.
Okay.
And then we described this, and then this is another thing about a function is like but this is the same idea. For example, um, like if what is a function? When I say you multiply by 2, you multiply by 3. Okay, this is a function with infinite data. But sometimes a function is just like a tuple, maybe a function is like maybe your function is just like maybe like a tuple, like this. Okay.
Okay, with letter.
Yeah. Sometimes a function is just like this, like a collection of things. And sometimes you want to take one component, like maybe the third one, If you take the third one, it will be DSCS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to take a section.
So I need to put more functions together to take the intersection of that function.
No. Here we are discussing about something different. We are discussing about something different, which is not really important, really.
Okay.
I just want to put very quick 1 minute here.
Okay.
That so sometimes you have like a report like this.
Yeah.
Then maybe you want to extract just the third component.
Yes.
This is what we do here by section.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
and then you saw that there were 4 different forms to describe this. Okay.
Yes.
So when you extract it, there will be 4 different things.
Yeah.
4 different ways. Basically, what I'm saying is that this is an operation. Okay, I'm trying to do an operation on this.
Yeah.
Because there are 4 ways to describe the thing. Then there will be 4 ways to do the operation.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Look. What I'm saying is that you have something. Okay?
Yeah.
It exists in 4 different formats.
Yeah, but it's the same actually.
It's the same. Now, I have a operation on the thing.
Yeah.
Something that I do, I manipulate the thing.
Yeah.
Because there are 4 different descriptions of the thing.
Yeah.
There will be 4 different descriptions of the operation that I'm doing.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what it says here. Okay. So it basically say that you have this operation of composing with application is the same as this operation of applying a section. But the general idea is that you have a thing with 4 different ways to see at it.
Yeah.
Now, if I manipulate the thing, I have something that manipulates it, operate on it.
Yeah.
Then I have 4 different operations.
Yeah, of course.
Because there are 4 different descriptions.
Yeah.
For each description, I have a different operation.
Yeah.
That's all it means. Okay.
Okay.
And then here, we are finally back at the puzzle here. It's very interesting. Okay, let's do this puzzle, and that will be it for the mathematics. So you see here, this is the first function.
Yes.
Together you have its logic here.
Yeah.
The second function together with its logic here.
Yes.
So how do you compose all of that? So that's interesting.
Okay.
So let's say you start here.
Yeah.
I call it like x prime.
Okay.
Okay, and then you also have this x. You saw that you must have here and here together with the proof that they are the same.
Yeah.
So it will be x0. So x0 will be the evidence that x prime and x are the same when you go down.
Okay. Yeah.
When you extract the partial information.
Yeah.
So when you go down, they will be the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have all of these, and then I want to move forward all the way to C prime and C.
Yeah.
How do I move forward? Let's see who
that's in high school.
Let's see who's on the chart.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's ask to the top guy.
This is a little. So let's pause 1 minute here.
Okay.
It's going to be interesting puzzle. You really don't need to know mathematics to do it. You really don't need to know math. It's just about like playing around with the arrows. You know, like it's easy. Let me see if it's actually sound good on this. So you see, we are going to try to move from here to here.
Yes, of course.
But if it was just this, then we just go here and here.
Yeah.
But
that's easy. That's the one I like.
But this here, you remember this here?
Yeah.
Needs not only this, but we'll need something here.
Yeah.
We'll need something here.
Yeah. Yeah.
This needs something here
Yeah.
to proceed.
Yeah.
This also needs something here to proceed. So
Yeah.
the real challenge will be to get something here.
I don't have this one.
You don't have it. You don't have anything here. You have something here, so you have something here, but you don't have anything here.
Okay.
You don't yet have anything here. It's a little puzzle. Yeah, it's a puzzle. It's a real puzzle. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, can you guess how we will do it? It has to involve what we saw last time, last week.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know the signal. Like, because I suppose we have to go back somewhere.
Well, if you
From
remember,
here, this one, and that.
if you remember, we saw how to go against the arrow to read backward. So actually, you already know. So
Yeah,
we start here, we'll go here, and then backward.
Yeah.
You remember, we go
Yeah.
and backward. But what was backward? Forward and then backward.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was backward and then forward. So we need to take this, transform it to the intersection, so we can go. So actually, the input, the real input, will not be X, but will be something here.
Okay.
Okay, it's easy. It's easy. Maybe I confuse you. All right. So
Okay.
think carefully.
Okay.
I will give you the solution like in a minute.
Yeah, I like the solution.
So this is the normal thing. You start here.
Yeah.
This will allow you to move here with F.
Yeah.
But to move with G, you will need this and something here.
Yeah, but I don't have
move
this
with G.
one.
You don't
I
have this.
D.
So what do you do if you don't have something?
I'm going to search for it.
Yeah, let me just see.
Yeah.
We get to the interesting part. The interesting part is that the puzzle, how we solve it. So it's easy. So the solution is, if you want something here,
Yeah.
the solution is you take it as input.
That,
So the input has to be here and here and here. This is the input now.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. So you take it as input. So basically, the input is not this, this, and this.
Okay.
You have three input, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So if you want this,
Yeah.
well, say take it as input.
Okay. Okay.
It's so easy.
This is so easy. Okay. This
So
is so easy that
you were trying to see you were trying to
I was thinking math, going back,
how do you
forward.
yeah how do you were thinking like how do you get something here? Well, just take it as assumption.
Okay, yeah, of course. Of course. At
Yeah.
least, oh, mamma mia. Uh, okay.
So you're saying,
Okay.
if you want something here,
Just put it as an input.
so let's put it as an input. If you want something here, okay, we saw that to apply F, you need something here and
Yeah.
something here.
Yeah.
So you are good. We
Yeah,
have something
we
here and
have
something
them.
here. To apply Z, you need something here and something here.
Yeah.
But how do you get something here? Well, take it as an input. So
Oh, mamma mia.
basically, if you have this as an input and this as an input,
Yeah.
we saw that before, it's an intersection actually.
Yeah.
So basically it means that you are having something like last time, it means that if you remember,
Made me so upset.
so if you remember, so it basically means that
Interesting. Yeah.
so basically you have to take the real input will not be here.
Yeah.
This is not the real input, no. The real input will be here, X and Y. Okay. So this is the real input.
I'm so sad.
So you have to change the input, restrict the input. Remember? So we had this, alright.
Yeah.
So this here, you have to restrict the input.
Yeah. To make it fit.
Yes, to make it fit. That's what we are doing. Okay. We are kind of this input here is too big. A is too big.
Yeah.
So you have to make it smaller, restrict it.
Yeah.
This means that it is smaller, right? So it means that this means that it's smaller, like
Yeah. It's the one that I need actually. Yeah.
yes. So you take small input. Now you have this and this. This means that you have something here, you have something here, and you have something here. So that means you can move forward here with F.
Yeah.
And now at G, you have this. You have something here.
Yeah.
You can move forward here. I swear, all this nonsense is that's what it means.
Okay, I trust you.
This is just bullshit. This is just like nonsense mathematics and thing. Okay, but that's the idea.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, it's not more difficult than that. Okay, maybe let's run it, see if it actually compiles. Okay, let's see if it compiles. Okay, it's compiling. Okay, so does it go through?
No?
Yeah, it does. Wait. So maybe let me just go through this proof just one time, just so you see. So you are trying to define this composition.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just go downstairs. And then, oh, now the goal is longer. You see this?
Yeah.
It can get very complicated. It can get very complicated.
Yeah.
In real proof, this is 100 lines. Okay? If you are going to verify an airplane, this can be 100 lines of code down. This 100. Okay, this is actually very simple. So we go down. Okay, it just says that, but it's okay. So, alright, that's finished. Now let's get to the dictionary.
Let's go.
Yes. So what does the dictionary say about format and formatting? So if we go here, you know, format and form is the same thing, right? If you remove the act
Yeah,
of
like it's
formatting,
written in the same way, but I'm not
yes,
sure it's the same.
it's the same.
The same?
It's format and form. Okay, let's see.
Even the definition is totally the same?
Yes, form. Okay, here. This is how you look at the root.
From Latin formatus,
Formatus.
past formare.
Italian is Latin, right? You speak Italian, so you speak Latin.
Yeah, I study Latin.
So formatus, form,
Formatus.
is the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
Forma.
mhm,
That is form.
yes.
To form.
So
Okay.
it's the same thing. So what does it say? It says, so you look at this, all right? So essentially it says this. So the special arrangement. So read this. Read.
Okay. Form. The spatial arrangement of something as distinct from its substance. Format. The arrangement of data for computer input or output as the number of files in a database records or the margin in a records. Form. A category of things distinguished by some common characteristic of quality. Format, the organization of information according to preset specification, usually for computer processing. Yeah.
Okay, so you see the keyword special arrangement,
Yeah.
arrangement of data. So
It's the same.
so and then you have database record, that means substance, and then you have fields, that means the projection, the partial information.
Yeah.
So the common characteristic is what's downstairs.
Yeah.
The specification is what's downstairs.
Yeah. The underpart.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it means, right?
Okay,
and then we have to be careful mm, about format because what is the opposite, the contrary of format, grammatical? What's the opposite? It will be like sense, right? The real, the substance, the data. It's not just about form.
Yeah.
I know you put a lot of makeup, okay? But I know Francesca, okay? I know her format, but I also know the real Francesca, the real data, okay? The sense. You have the makeup, okay? I know you have the makeup. Okay. So you have to distinguish the sense. So you have the makeup is also possible for this is a format, but there are many possible forms, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, like last time and before.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
it. Okay.
So really the sense. Sometimes people like the sense, okay, the real thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes people like the format, the formatting. Okay, the format. Okay. The problem is that when people start to contradict themselves, with format, essence, like they switch around. Okay. So that's why we call it like flip flop, like when you start to like be confused, contradicting. When it's convenient, you're all for format. Okay. You say, oh, format, like copy me, like grading, like CV. You want something formal. But when it's convenient, you say, oh, possible. It's a possible format form, right? Expression like risk, maybe sometimes in the court system. Okay. When you submit the document, like in the court, before it actually reaches the judge, okay, the clerk will say, oh, it's not in the proper format. Okay, you need to be double space line. You need to be this font. You need to
something.
format. Okay, you need to follow. You write in the formula in the form in the court system. You know, you need to put it in the form. Okay, sometimes you get dismissed just by saying, oh, it's not in the right format. Okay, because it's convenient for the person dismissing you. But sometimes they will say it doesn't matter because I like you or you have some discretion about it. Okay. The format doesn't matter. Okay. I will go with the sense, the real content. What you are saying has a real meaning. So I don't care if it's double space, not double space. If it's in the right format, if it's handwritten. Okay. sometimes if I like you, okay, even if it's handwritten, I will accept it. I don't need it to be typing. Okay?
Yeah.
So sometimes people sit around like
Should be like this, but it's fine like that. So this is called flip flop.
Yes, flip flopping.
Flip flop.
Like flip flop contradiction.
Flip
Do
flop.
you have experience of like?
Yeah, actually, when you were talking before about the thing that it should be written by the computer instead of handwriting, like it happened a lot in Italy when we passed from the when we start to use the computer, they would like some teacher wants the computer writing, and then someone else was like, okay, yeah, but you know, it's fine, not everyone has the computer, so it's like formally you should write with the computer, but if you didn't, it's like
Okay.
it's fine.
All right. So
Yeah.
so there's a little distinction, and then we'll talk of now. You're back at the important thing about the title.
Maybe you're a liar.
Yeah, maybe you're a liar and a thief. Okay.
A thief, yeah.
So if I say something like that to you, okay,
Yeah.
I think it's formal. Okay, it's formally valid. You know, it's well formatted. But what is the sense? Okay, what do I want to say? What's the wanted sense? All right.
Yeah.
So there's a distinction.
Yeah.
Sometimes things are well formatted, formally valid,
But
the
not
wanted
very.
sense is ill meaning. You want ill meaning to that. So imagine like I follow you around, maybe on the media, or like I post this on the media. Maybe Francisca is a thief.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on, maybe you're a thief. Alright? That's true. Maybe.
Maybe. That's true.
Maybe you're a thief. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Imagine I have enough money to post it everywhere on the media.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what are you gonna do? Like I'm going to say, oh, it's formally correct.
Yeah, I would say.
You'll say, oh, the wanted sense is like it's
why
like
are you?
ill.
Yeah, you just want to do something bad to me.
Yeah, ill intended, right?
Yeah.
So imagine I follow you around, and to all your friends, I say, oh, maybe Francisca is a thief.
Yeah.
So what do you do about it? Maybe you call the police, but maybe I'm friendly with the police, so they will not do anything about it.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm powerful enough to do it.
Yeah. So I would be like, hey, what do you want from me? Just go away and leave me alone.
Yeah, shut up. You don't need to say it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have to be careful about formatting, and the real sense, the meaning, okay, of what you want to say.
And why?
Yes, and why you want to say it. Okay. So this little distinction, right? It's exactly what we are doing right now. Okay. About the formal.
Yeah.
And the real sense, the meaning, the
function that we just saw before.
Yes. Yeah. So this will be here at the top. At the top here.
Yeah.
So I will say at the top, this will be the real sense, the totality.
Yeah.
Okay. And this will be here the formatting, the format.
Yeah.
The logical information. Alright, so the relation, they're related. Okay, but at the end, some people will just care about the sense, but some will just care about the format. But sometimes a single person will fit between the sense and the format. Yeah. Depending on how convenient it is.
For him, yeah, of course.
Yeah, sometimes they go this way, sometimes they go this way. Yeah. Okay, and then so that's so we address this question, and then in the legislation, let's check out this legislation. This is actually the Canadian legislation.
Yeah. There is a legislation about format. Wow. Okay, I didn't think that.
Yeah, but the legislation about formatting, like basically, there's a legislation about formatting when you want to do like to present your case in orally or
Okay.
without oral argument, in writing only.
Okay.
And I think it's important for people to know that sometimes you can say, I don't want to speak, I just want to write it
Right.
orally.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? So that everything is very precise,
Yeah.
complete.
And because like if you speak orally things, sometimes they just get mixed up, you forget something, so it's not exactly clear. But when
Yes.
you write, like you have time to review, to
Yes.
ask, to make up, so it's
Right.
better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this Canadian legislation acknowledge that sometimes I think it's very good. Okay,
Yeah.
people don't know about this, but I think it's very useful to know that sometimes you say, I don't want oral argument, I want everything in writing.
Yeah.
So it's very detailed,
Yeah.
so very precise, very complete.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's everything. Yeah.
And then so sometimes you don't want to appear in person before the judge. You want everything in writing. I think it's very important that the difference between this little difference between the oral format and the written format. So these are two distinct things, and sometimes it really matters. All right.
Yeah.
So maybe can you read this little paragraph here?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Where the issues of fact and law are not complex, the moving part may propose in the notice of motion that the motion be heard in writing without the attendance of the parties, in which case, A. The motion shall be made at least 14 days notice. B. The moving party shall serve with a notice of motion and immediately file with proof of service in the court office where the motion is to be heard, a motion record, a draft order, and a factum entitled factum for a motion in writing, setting out the moving party's argument. C. The motion may be heard in writing without the attendance of the parties, unless the first order otherwise.
Yes. So basically,
you can just send a paper.
Yes, you say 14 days notice.
Yeah.
So when it's in writing, you get 20 days. Like so the people can read your document for 40 days. But when I speak, you have to process it in like 2 seconds. You need to process it in 2 seconds.
And everything is super fast.
Okay. But this is in writing, you can process it for 14 days.
Yeah.
You have time to process.
Yeah.
And then there's maximum content in the writing. You know, you have a motion record, the draft order, the factum. So a lot of documentation in writing.
Yeah, that is easier to present than when you write.
And then in writing, without the attendance of the parties, it means that basically
you don't need to be there.
You don't need to speak, because sometimes when you speak, it overrides what you written.
Maybe they forget what they read, or like you just say something that exactly is not like right.
Yes. Sometimes when you speak, they try to extract one liner from what you say, just to say, oh, you said this, so I don't like you. That's all.
Yeah.
But in writing, there's much more content.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's all. Like that's all we wanted to do today. About format.
Yeah.
To next time we'll be talking about in the live 4. We'll be talking about how to read, how the mind works.
Yeah.
When you read something, how does it work? How you read the real process. For example, if I say to you, Francesca, read this Korean word. Okay. What is it anyway? This
front money.
Okay, exactly. So what did you do right now?
My brain is here. They read.
Yes.
And then it's waiting.
Read is a verb.
It's an action that I have to do.
Yes. So now you are waiting for a noun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this
Korean
word. So it means that like I know that I need to read a word, but my brain knows that I have to change the language. So it means from English to Korean.
Yes. And then finally you read Fran. So in Korean your name is Fran. Not Francesca. Fran. So your name is Fran.
Yes.
Your Korean name is Fran.
Yeah.
Not Francesca. Why not Francesca?
Because Francesca is too hard to write.
Yes, exactly. So
And like Korean people, they don't know how to pronounce. So Fran is fine for them.
Fran.
Yeah.
So if I say read this Korean word, Fran.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you know when you see a verb,
Yeah.
you switch now to a noun.
Yeah.
Your brain to
It's
processing a
waiting.
noun.
Yeah.
When you read Korean word, noun, your brain switch now to another language.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can switch between different grammatical categories, like verb to noun.
Yeah.
But you can also switch between language.
Yeah.
So how your brain processes.
Yeah.
So that's what we call parsing.
Okay.
Your brain is parsing, is reading
Okay. Yeah.
this linear text.
Yeah.
And processing into a structure.
Yeah.
Next time you'll see how you can actually, because we introduce a lot of structure here.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll see how you proceed grammatically.
Okay.
How the computer will process it.
Okay. Yeah.
If I was to input data to the computer, how the computer will read it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So how to process and train, how to read and train information. That's very important. That's in computer science, that's very important. The computer needs to read and then needs to print. That's the basic.
He needs to read well, I suppose.
Yes. Like a 5-year-old, that's the first thing that the computer needs to do. To read and write information.
Yeah.
That's what you'll do next time.
Okay.
And then the time after that, and then that's good. You did a good job, Francesca. You did a really good job. So you solved the puzzle. So sometimes
I didn't solve the puzzle. Okay, let's say this with I didn't.
No.
It was so easy answer. You know? I was like.
Yeah, the puzzle is a formal puzzle. You want something, okay, just have it. If you want something, say, okay, I have it now.
Oh my god, I was like over there like with math, like trying to remember what should I do.
But in mathematics, it's a little bit like artistic, okay?
Yeah.
You are free to do what you want. You are free.
I know.
Okay? If you want something, say, okay, I have it.
I will take it. Yeah,
I have it.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I swear. This is mathematics. This is all about mathematics.
Okay.
Sometimes you want something, you say, okay, I have it now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Easy. Okay. I will remember for next time.
So that's the difference between maybe mathematics and physics and chemistry.
Yeah.
Because mathematics is a little bit very artistic, like you. You're in the clothing art.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just get crazy in your imagination. Okay. You want something? Okay, I have it.
Yeah. I think sometimes there is more imagination in math, you know, than in art. Like they're kind of similar.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, come on. Okay, nothing.
Yeah.
I still thinking about that.
Yes.
Taking it as input. Yeah. Easy.
Yes.
Easy.
I say you do this like real Italians, like Pavarotti, like like when I hear that in Italy, the number 13 is a bad luck number.
13, yeah.
And 17 is a good luck number. Is that true?
Depends from south and north.
Really?
They have different idea.
Ah.
But it's like the 17th Friday is really, really bad luck.
So the 17th Friday?
Yeah.
Bad luck. Why is it bad luck?
I don't know. But my sister was born on 17th Friday, so
oh.
She's not bad luck.
Yeah, like naturally the number 3 and the number 17 to me is these are good numbers.
Good number? Oh.
Prime numbers, you know. And so I don't know why they don't like the number 13. 13 is a prime number.
13. I exactly don't know the story behind the number 13.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that we say the 13 on the table is bad luck.
Yeah.
But like usually it's only when you are eating.
What about the number 40? Quarantine. It's a bad luck. It's a bad number. 14, right?
Oh.
Quarantine. In Italian, 40 is quarantine. Say 14. Quarantine.
40.
Quaranta.
Yeah.
You know the word quarantine? And you put people in quarantine. Sick people.
No, but I know the story behind that. Because before, before in Venice, when there were like, I don't remember which disease, but there was a disease that would kill people. Venice court, they just asked people to wait 40 days on the outside.
Yes.
So to see if like they die or they don't die, they are safe or not safe.
Yes.
And then that 40 giorni, in 40, in Italian we can say quarantina. So it is quarantine.
Yes. So I learned this about so actually 40 should be the bad number. I like 13, I like 17. But I'm okay to part with 40.
Yeah, no, 40, I think 40 is just like a shallow number,
yes.
No meaning.
Right, okay. That's why I'm okay to part with 40. But 13 is very important, I think, because the prime number. The prime number means that only one and itself can divide it. 17 is a prime number. Only one and itself can divide it. So it's a very beautiful number.
Okay, I never thought
but 40 is like, okay, let's get rid of it.
2, 10, 5.
Yes.
40, I never thought of 40 like a
yes.
good bad number.
Quarantine. No, it's not, it's quaranta. Quaranta.
Yeah.
Not quarantine.
Quarantina is like 40 days.
40 days. Quarantina.
Yeah.
40 days, yeah, quarantine.
Yeah.
That's the origin of the word quarantine. You know, when you go through maybe Chinese immigration, like there's always quarantine.
Everywhere. Also
everywhere. Quarantine, like you.
Well, now you know that word comes from Italy.
Yes, okay. Quarantine. Now you know. And then right now you are playing Pavarotti and you live in Pavarotti. Okay. So we'll leave. So.
Bye-bye.